funny spot. Perfect. Okay. There we go. Okay, guys, is it 9:29? We'll give it one more minute. Nice to see you all. Oh, there's 9:30. Okay, we'll get started. Grab your weights. Have your squishy ball handy, if you have one. And then just come to standing nice and tall. So feet hip distance apart. Nice bit of a length through your spine. So feel the top of your head reaching up. Heels are pressing down. Core is connected. You've got that space behind your low back so you're not tipping one way or the other. And then nice and slow, we're going to start just arms out. Hold when they're there. Turn your palms, bring them together. And then out, palms down and lower. So do that again. Inhale up, together, out, and then down. So go 5 like this, keeping that idea of length through your body. Keep those heels pressing into the mat without locking your knees. Down and down. Last couple like this. Up, turn, squeeze, out, down, and down, and then go straight up and hold. So you're gonna go right up to about shoulder height, drop your tail, lead with your tail as you drop down, stand all the way up, arms come down. So do that again. Inhale down, reaching just about to shoulder height. Knees are pointing straight forward, don't let them fall in or out, and back up. Inhale down, press through your heels up. Go for 4, and actually do this off my mat. 3, press and up. Last 2. If you have a really squishy mat like I do, like a real Pilates mat, I would come off it because we're gonna do a little balance here. Last 1, drop down. Now as you stand all the way up, come right up onto your tippy toes. So straight up, hold there, and then go through that whole thing. So you're coming down, press into your heels. Now when you stand up, open your arms wide, hold, and again, down and down. Oops, arms in front. Press through your heels up, and then open out. So you're gonna come down with your heels, reach, press into those heels, nice and wide. Press into each one of those toes, control, reach, up, and remember your knees aren't locked even when you're on your tippy toes. Down, down, exhale, press, straight up. 2 more like this. Reach, up, and up. Drop those heels, drop those arms. Last one, down, and up, and then stay here. So take a nice little breath, turn your palms to face up, holding there, pull those elbows into your waistlines, and then reach. Stay on those toes for 4. Go for 3. Reach. Watch those knees, don't let them lock. 2. Reach. Last 1, bend in, stay in. Now bend your knees, your upper body stays straight up and down, and then back up. You can add the arms to that if you want, so you can drop down. As you stand, reach. Take your time, you've got 5. Inhale down, and 4. Exhale, 3. Whoa, last 2. Keep each one of those toes pressing. Keep that spine nice and long. Last 1. And then drop your heels. Hopefully a little more graceful than me. Drop those arms. Give your shoulders a little bit of a roll down. All right, from here, just bend your elbows to 90-degree angles. So you're here. Take a breath. Now from here, you're gonna bend down with your upper body, with your knees and your upper body. So hinging, hold there. And then you're gonna kick your right leg out without letting your weight shift completely left. So let's do that again. We're gonna go, and then pull in. So constant pressure up through that left heel out, and then pull in. Go for 4 just here. And in getting this left glute firing by pressing through your left heel. Last 3. And in nice long waistlines. Last 2. And in, you ready? Last 1, exhale out. Pull back in, stand up on your left. So still all of your weight in your left. Don't quite lock your left. and then bring your right leg up to a 90-degree angle. There, hold. Now tap your toes down, go through the whole thing. Hinge upper body forward, leg out, pull it in, stand up on your left, so press through your left, leg comes up, hold, drop it down, hinging forward. So your right foot, stays light the whole time, standing up with control, down, hinge, and in, pressing through your left as you stand, right leg comes up, down, hinge, out, back in, press through your left, standing all the way up, keeping those waistlines nice and long, take a breath, drop, hinge, out, and in, last two, up, hinging down, out, and in, last one, we're gonna stay up here, pressing through your left as you lift your right, left leg is not locked, hold there, you ready, arms are going out, and then up, pull them in and up, in and reach, go for 5, and reach, 90-degree angles, 4, exhale, reach, keeping those waistlines long, 3, and up, go for 2, watch that left knee, don't let it lock, go for 1, and up, lower, lower that leg, your leg's a little bit of a shakeout, feel that left one there, and then we'll switch over to the other side, so we're gonna go right, so let's bend down, hinge that upper body forward, nice long waistlines, kick your left leg out to the side, your right leg is staying strong, right glute is working here, right? And then pull it in, so exhale out, inhale in, keeping the right side of your body all lined up, go for 5, and in, ribs stay tight, 4, and in, you ready, 3, and in, last 2, and in, you ready, 1 more, let's go out, pull it in, standing up, leg up, hold there, take a breath, tap, hinging forward as you bend, drop, and in, so standing up on your right, press through that right heel, almost straight right leg, left leg bends in, dropping those toes, barely touching, hinging forward, bend, out, and in, press through that right, standing up, and up, down, hinge down, and out, back in, pressing right, all the way, right inner and outer thigh are working to keep you steady, tap, and hinge, let's go, and back, pressing, lift, tap down, hinge forward, let's go, 3, and in, up, tap, and hinge, out, back in, last 2, pressing right, lifting long, tap down, hinge, out, back in, last 1, coming all the way up, holding here, find length through your spine, you ready, going out here, come up, hold, turn your palms to face forward, keep those hips nice and square, constant pressure through your right heel without locking your right knee, go 5, 4, 3, nice long spines, 2, keep those abs pulling in for stability, last 1, up, open, lower, dropping those toes, and then give your legs a little bit of a shake out. Awesome. Okay, so from here, we're gonna switch back to the left side, 1 more each leg here. So shoulders away from your ears, standing nice and tall, ribs tight around your spine. We're gonna kick our right leg back, so back to left glute working. Hinge your upper body forward, feel that right heel reaching away from the top of your head, and then reach those arms. So now fingertips reaching from that right heel. Take a nice deep breath, bring your arms back, tap those toes in. So you're gonna go out, lengthening your spine as you come in, lengthening even more as you go out. Go 5. And reach, go for 4. Thinking length, ribs stay tight around your spine. 3, in, 2, in, and reach. Last one, let's go in. Exhale, reach, staying there. Bend your elbows in, drop an inch, up an inch, drop an inch, up an inch. So all this left glute for 5, 4, 3, exhale, 2, abs in, last one, and up, stepping forward, stand up, take a breath, shoulders relax, go right into the right side. So kicking your left back, feet are hip distance apart, reach those arms forward, hands reach away from that left heel. Now coming in, pause, and reach. Left foot is light, in, go for 6, go for 5, abs are keeping you steady, go for 4, and reach. 3, nice strong arms back, and out. Last one, let's go in, reaching out, stay there, bend those elbows in, drop an inch, up an inch, nice and slow, and up. Go for 5, 4, abs deepen up, 3, abs deepen up, 2, last one, up, bending in, stand all the way up, take a breath, and then drop back down. So both legs together, up, press through those heels, find nice even weight into each foot. Go for 4, exhale, straighten those arms. 3, 2, ready, one more. Up, and then drop down and stay. Holding there, keep that core connected. Arms are behind you that little bit. You ready? Open them out, squeeze them in. Open out, squeeze them in, keeping your ribs tight around your center. Go 5, 4, 3, abs in, 2, ribs tight around your spine. Last one, in holding, bend, exhale back. Bend, exhale back. You can add that little extra bit of legs. Don't straighten your legs. 6, staying low. 5, 4, reach. 3, reach. 2, last one, back, dropping down, swing your arms forward. You ready? Last little bit, we're gonna open our arms out so they're in line with our body. Gotta get away from the wall and drop down. So open, and together. Keep those collarbones wide. Go 6, wide, and in. Go for 5. And in. Keep pressure through those heels. 4, and in. 3, and in. Last 2, wide, together. Last one, holding here. Turn your palms to face down. Squeeze back and forward. 2 inches back and forward. Nice straight arms. Reach those fingertips away from one another for 5, 4, 3, moving your upper arms in space, ribs are tight around your center. 2, last one, squeezing back, lower those arms, give your shoulders a roll out, give those legs a little shake. All right, and then let's come on to our mat. So keep your weights handy, have your squishy ball around. Just this a little bit. Here we go. Okay. So feet are just a nice hip distance apart. Have your weights within arm's reach. Oh, I can't see. Got a new table I'm trying to work with here. That's better. Okay. So, feet hip distance apart. Upper body's nice and quiet, so feeling your shoulder blades flat against the mat. Your collarbones are nice and wide. Ribs are tight around your center. Back of your rib cage is that little bit heavy. And then from here, if you want, you can grab your weights. You don't have to. We're gonna reach arms up, so with or without weights. Keeping those collarbones wide, keeping those shoulder blades flat. We're just gonna start with arms reaching overhead. 1, and then up, and then go 2, and up. So as you're reaching your arm, notice what's going on with your shoulder blade. So your right arm reaches, your shoulder blade doesn't move. and up, or it moves. It doesn't lift off the mat. It's one. Up here, it would be easy to lift your shoulder blade. Don't do that. So we're just reaching, shoulder blades stay against the mat. Even as your arm comes up, let's go left and up, holding there. Now go both arms together. Reach those arms, think about your ribs, keep them tight around your center. So as much as this is an arm exercise, your arms are moving, right? They've got weight attached to them. So it's definitely an arm exercise, but it should feel like lots of abs as well. Your ribs want to lift. Your back wants to arch when your arms move overhead. Your job is to keep your ribs tight around your center. That's your core that's doing that, right? Your obliques are holding your ribs tight around your center. So you're reaching, ribs stay tight. You're reaching back up, ribs are still tight. Go for 4. Go for 3, inhale. Last 2. Exhale, press. And then go one more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, press all the way up, and then stay. Now from here, let's deepen our abs a little bit. So think belly button to spine, ribs are still tight around your center. Bring your right heel off the mat. Bring your left heel off the mat so you're light on your toes. Take a breath here. Bring your right leg to tabletop. Bring your left leg to tabletop. Holding right here. All we're gonna do is tap our right toes towards the mat and then bring them back in. And then tap our left toes. You don't need to touch the mat, just reach away and then back in. And if you're finding this difficult to keep your body still, bring your arms down, that's absolutely fine. Have your palms facing up so you can really relax through your upper body. If you find you're able to keep your body still, you can reach your arms up. Make sure you're not doing one of these. Keep that chin tucking in towards your chest. Back of your neck is heavy. And use that breath. Exhale as you tap and then pull back in. Exhale and back in. Go one more left like this. Staying here. So if you have your arms down, just keep them down. We'll keep doing the same thing. If you have your arms up and you want more of a challenge, let's reach our right toes away and then reach our left arm overhead. So holding when you're out there, that's the hardest point, and then pull in. Now switch. Abs deepen, and then come back in. Exhale out, little pause, and in, exhale, and in. Let's go 2 more each way. Tapping away, ribs stay tight around your center. Tapping away. Last one here, and in. Last one here, tap. Pull back in, holding. Lower your right toes down. Lower your left down. Make sure they're that nice hip distance apart. Come right into a hip roll. So belly button to your spine. Press through your heels, reaching up at the top. Knees are reaching away from the top of your head. Waistlines are nice and long. Slowly roll your way down. So come all the way through to neutral. Take a breath at the bottom. Hold there. Collarbones are wide. Shoulder blades are flat on the mat. And then do that again. Belly button in. Nice deep breath. Again, slow and controlled. Come all the way down. You're neutral. And again, go one more. We're going to stay up. Belly button to spine. Exhale, press, and lift. So holding here. Now we're going to open our arms wide to the side so your shoulder blades stay flat against the mat, and then press back up. Now arms open, hips drop. Exhale, press up. Inhale low, exhale, press as you lift. So go for 5 like this, opening those arms wide, exhale, press. Go for 4, ribs stay tight around your center, and press. 3. Last 2, exhale up, keep those shoulder blades against the mat. That's the hardest part, really. They want to lift, don't let them. Last 1, all the way up. Holding right here. So keeping your weight even in your feet, open only your right arm. And then bring your right arm up. Keeping your weight even in your shoulder blades as well. Left arm opens, right shoulder blade stays heavy, and press. Now right arm opens, left shoulder blade heavy, up, And left arm opens, right shoulder blade is heavy. Back up, let's go right again. Exhale, and left. Exhale up, holding there. We're gonna roll all the way down, take a breath. And then we'll start moving our legs. Belly button up, in as you press, reach those knees away from the top of your head. Now from here, extra press into your left heel as you lift your right heel. Hold there, your weight wants to shift to the left. Don't let it. Keep that long line down your left waistline, on your tippy toes of that right foot, hardly any weight, and then just float that leg up. So take a breath here. We're gonna reach our legs so it's in line with our left, and then bring it in. Keep those arms reaching up. Exhale out, and inhale in. So as you're moving your right leg, your left inner and outer thigh and glute all need to work together to keep you balanced. Don't let that left knee open out to this side. You have 3 more. Reach and in. You have 2. Again, if this bothers your back at all, or if you're feeling unsteady, bring your arms down. Last 1. Bring it in, holding here. From here, drop your hips, almost touch the mat, and then press, keeping your right leg at that 90-degree angle. Inhale down, exhale up. So if your arms are up, let's open them out. You've got 4 more. Open, exhale, press, lift. 3. Last 2. Last 1. Holding there, lower those right toe, ball, heel. Roll all the way down to the mat. Come to that nice neutral, holding there. Take a breath, all the way back up. So belly button in, exhale, lifting, reaching your knees away from the top of your head. Extra press through your heels to keep your glutes working. And then press through that right heel. So right heel is going to engage your right glute a little bit more. We want our right inner and outer thigh working together. Super light on those left tippy toes. When you're ready, you have that stability, bring your left leg up. So hold here, take a breath. Collarbones wide, shoulder blades flat, reach and pull in. So exhale, lengthen, and in constant pressure through your right heel, reaching and pull. You have 4. And in. You have 3. And in. Last 2. And in. You ready? 1 more. Exhale out. Inhale in, holding here. Dropping hips and press. Remember, you can have your arms down for these if you want. Exhale, press left, or you can open those arms wide. Exhale up. 5 more. Low. All that work in that left glute. Tons of abs keeping your hips, shoulders, ribs all steady. Arms moving. 3. Last 2. Exhale, press. Last 1. Lower toe, ball, heel. Roll all the way down to the mat. Come through to neutral. Lower those arms down. Give those legs a little hug in. Roll one way. Roll the other way. And then let's kick our legs straight out underneath us. So reaching nice and long, toes reaching from the top of your head. Bring your hands behind your head so your elbows can just hover off the mat that little bit. Tuck your chin. Heel up to flexion. So legs can be right together or they can be about hip distance apart. Whatever feels good for you. The wider you go, the harder this is going to be. So don't go really any wider than hip distance. For now, I'll give you an option to kind of up the ante when we're in it here. So slow and controlled, just lower down again. Take a breath. So remember, tucking your chin, exhale. That's the concentric movement. Now we want the eccentric to really be emphasized. So slow and controlled, lengthening as you lower. Pause, and again, tuck. That's the obvious work. The concentric work is usually the obvious work. Now slow and controlled, keep working. Keep lengthening as you lower, lower, lower. Go 1 more like this. Tuck. Keep working. Control, control, control. And then we're going to stay up. We're not going to come down for our rest. So tucking, curling forward, and stay. So take a nice breath here. Reaching your toes away from the top of your head. Ribs are nice and tight towards your hip bones there. You're in a nice curl forward. Your shoulder blades are just barely lifted off the mat. So we're gonna start moving our right leg. We don't want our left hip to lift. Don't let it shift. Bend your right leg in and then bring it up to tabletop. So the whole left side of my body is staying heavy. I'm still curling forward. I'm looking towards my right thigh. From here, I'm gonna reach my right leg out, almost touch the mat, and then pull it back in. So exhale, and inhale in. Go for 4. And in, go for 3. So you're reaching and lowering, lifting and bending. Last 2, reaching and lowering, lifting and bending. Last 1, reaching and in, stay right there. Now from here, you're gonna add upper body to that. So reach it out, lower your upper body with your leg, lift your leg back up, bend it in. Again, lower that upper body, in and up. As you're doing this, you're keeping the left side of your body nice and heavy. 4, reach. And if you're finding it is really difficult to keep that left side of your body heavy, bring your left leg closer to the midline, closer to your midline. Up and in. Last 1, reaching, lowering, up and in. Stay there, reach that right leg out, lower your upper body all the way down. Take a nice breath. So if that was hard to keep the left side of your body heavy, just bring your legs right together. Totally fine. You can work towards opening your legs out a little wider. It's much harder to keep your legs open with this longer lever with your legs straight, right? So, so don't worry if it's difficult. It should be difficult. Tuck that chin, heel up, holding there. Right side of your body stays nice and heavy. Ribs are tight around your center. From here, let's bring that left leg all the way in and hold. So right hip stays heavy. From here, we're gonna reach our left out, lower, up, and in. Reach, up, and in. So thinking about that right hip now, you can make it a little bit more fluid than dropping it into these 4 movements, but thinking of that lowering bit and that lifting with with your straight leg. That's where it really gets challenging. Keep that right hip heavy. Reach, up, and in. Go 2 more. Reach, up, and in. Last 1. Reach, lower, up, and in. Take a breath. You ready? Add that upper body. Reaching, lowering upper body, lowering leg, lifting, and in again. Let's reach, down, up, and in. Do it again. Reach, up, and in. 5 more. Reaching, lengthen back, lifting up, and in. 4. Reaching, lowering, and in. Last 3. Reach, up. How's that right side of your body doing? Is it staying nice and heavy? I hope so. Last 1. Reach, up, and in. Send that left all the way out. Lower your upper body all the way down and take a breath. Hug those knees in again. Have a little roll. One way and the other. And then just bend those legs in so your feet are about hip distance apart. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of rotation before we come off our backs here. So have your hands back behind your head. Elbows are hovering off the mat. We're gonna start with just legs. We're gonna add our upper body into it. So keep your ribs tight around your center, keeping your neutral. You have your little space behind your low back, right? So all we're gonna do is lift our left heel. We're gonna start rotating to the left first. Left leg is gonna come in, and then left leg is gonna tap away. So you can either do this right here. We're gonna add upper body in a second. You can either do this with your leg, just a tap in the 90-degree angle, so not extending from your knee, or you can go for one of these and then pull back in. So just whatever feels good for you. You wanna be able to keep your pelvis evenly weighted on both sides. So it's either a tap like that, or a reach and pull back in, all right? So Upper body comes up, right hip stays heavy. So we're gonna reach our leg away. So you're gonna tap or reach, lower your upper body. As you pull it in, rotate to that leg. So your right shoulder blade is coming off the mat, your pelvis is evenly weighted, so your right hip stays heavy, and then do it again. Inhale back. Go for 6. Lengthening, that's the hard point right there, and twisting. Go for 5. Lengthening. 4 more. Go for 3. Reaching. Last 2. Reaching. Last one, reaching long. Exhale in, holding right here. From here, reach that right arm overhead. You're gonna reach all the way across. Let's go for 8. 7, right hip stays heavy. 6, 5, 4, 3, exhale. 2, right hip is heavy. Last one, you ready? All together, reach that arm back, reach that leg in front. And then all the way, remember you can just do this with your leg as well. You got 6, all the way, pause there. And then 5, all the way, reach. For 5, reaching and rotate. 4. Go for 3. Last 2. Last one, reaching and rotate. Hand back, lower those toes, lower your upper body. Take a breath. Feel those obliques, those right obliques really pulling you into that rotation, right? Hopefully you feel those guys. We will even you out. So thinking about your hips, again, staying evenly weighted. We're gonna start with our right heel. Lift it up so you're light, and then lift that right leg. So remember your options are just a little tap away this way, or a little reach away and back in. So listening to your body, right? You don't want to take the harder option just because it's going to be harder. If you can't keep your body still, there's no point doing that. So just really pay attention to what your body needs. And then tuck your chin, peel up, take a peek down at those hips. They're still evenly weighted, right? Super important to keep those like that. Now we're going to bring our left shoulder off the mat, left shoulder blade off the mat, and we're going to rotate towards that right bent leg. So you're going to reach it out and then come in with a little twist. So inhale back, lengthening. Go for 6. Reach. Go for 5. Reaching long. Pull it in. 4. 3. Back to center. And twist. Last 2. Even weight in those hips. Left shoulder blade off the mat. Last one. Holding their hips, stay even, reaching that left arm all the way to the outside of your right leg, up for 8. Exhale, 7, even weight on your hips. 6, 5, exhale, looking to the outside of that right leg. 4, 3, 2, last one, reaching. You're ready for the big long reach. Reach toes away from the top, from your left fingertips, all the way in for that rotation. Remember, you can do it this way as well. Go for 6. Here is the hardest point, pause, and in. Go for 5. Hardest point, exhale, up. 4, 3. Last 2, lengthen, and up. Last one. Left hand back, lower your right, lower your upper body all the way down. Awesome, guys. Okay, let's come on to our left sides now. Make sure you have a weight handy and a squishy ball. We can use a squishy ball for part of this as well. If you don't have one, you could use a pillow. You don't even need to use anything if you don't want to. All right, so we're going to start with our legs bent to 90-degree angles. So shins up at the front edge of the mat, your spine, and then your tailbone is at the back edge of your mat, right? Like that. Grab hold of your weight when you're ready, and then reach that arm right up to the ceiling. So right arm is up. You can be flat on your left arm. It's funny to my shoulder, so I'm going to keep it bent there. And then your left ribs are a little bit lifted off the mat. So don't just rest and drop them down. Your job is to keep these waistlines nice and long as you move this arm and leg. So starting with your arm, we're just going to go slow. Arm comes forward, and then pull it back up. So inhale down. Inhale down and up. Go for 5 like this. Go for 4, really stabilizing through that shoulder girdle, not letting that right shoulder slide forward with your arm like it wants to. Last 2. Ready, 1 more, inhale down. Exhale up, holding there. Now lift your right leg. Right leg is up about hip height. Now lower your leg with control and then go up. You can have that arm. Inhale down. Inhale down with control. Exhale up. Now watch those left ribs. You've got 6, 5. Left rib stay lifting right. 4, 3. Last 2. Last 1. Up, stay here. Circle your leg around, just small circles. Go 8, 7, 6, like you're drawing a circle on your computer screen. Get out that direction. 4, 3, 2, hold, go the other way. 8, keep that shoulder relaxed. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1, holding, take a breath. Now you're gonna reach this arm overhead. Turn your palm to face down and then pull it back up. So now just keep your palm facing away like that, reaching and up. Are you ready? You're gonna reach your toes away from those fingertips, lengthening those waistlines, and then pull in. Back to your starting position, out, and in. Got it. 6, reaching long, feel those waistlines staying nice and strong, keeping you steady. And in. 4 more. And back, go for 3. And in, last 2. And back, go 1 more, inhale out. Keep your leg there, bring your arm back up and hold. So relaxing that shoulder, now draw a rainbow with your legs. So toes down to the front edge of your mat, toes down to the back edge. So as you're doing this, your abs have to work a little harder, right? Abs have to work to keep your pelvis still, just keep your arm reaching up. And back, left ribs are staying lifted the whole time. And back, go for 4. And back, go for 3. And back, last 2. Up and down, last 1. Careful you're not swinging your leg. Up and down, and then hold your leg out at about 90 degrees. Bend it all the way in, lower it down, and then lower that arm down. Awesome, okay. So now grab your squishy ball if you have one. If you don't, we can do these inner thighs with your leg down as well. You can pop a pillow under your right knee, whatever feels good. And then your left leg, so your left leg is the focus here, your left kneecap should be pointing the way you're looking. So really think about that. Left knee wants to point down for most of us. Try and keep it pointing forward. Reach out through your toes and then squeeze up. So go up as high as you can and then control down to that hover. So exhale and inhale down. Exhale up, inhale lower just to that hover and then do it again. And down. Go for 5. Remember, if you don't have a ball, it's totally fine to go here as well, or a pillow or whatever. Go 3. Control, watching those ribs. 2, don't let them press down. Last 1, exhale up, stay right there. Now keeping your leg at this level, so imagine your left ankle is on a table, slide it forward on the table, slide it back on the table. Don't press through the table. Inhale forward, exhale back. Hips stay still. Go for 5 and squeeze. Go for 4 and squeeze. Go for 3. Last 2, forward, don't let it drop. Last 1, forward, squeeze it back, come back to the middle, stay up 1 more inch and down 1 inch, only 1 inch. Hold and down, 1 inch, hold and down. Let's go 8, go 7, go for 6, squeeze, 5, squeeze, 4, 3, 2, ready, last 1, up and stay, hold for 8, hold for 7, keep squeezing up, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then lower all the way down. Okay, let's come onto our backs. Let's give our inner thighs a little stretch up first. So soles of your feet together, and then just let your legs flop open. You can put a little extra weight on them, but probably don't even need to do that. Just take a nice couple of breaths here. Ribs staying tight around your center. With those exhales, just think of letting go of those inner thighs. Just let them open out as much as that feels good. Awesome. 2 more nice big breaths here. And then you can bring those legs back together. We will come right on up. We will flip over. We're going to do the same on the other side. So again, squishy ball can be handy. We will need a weight for the first bit. Let's see how it goes with my funny shoulder here. So legs are at that 90-degree angle. Remember, your shins are at the front edge of your mat, and then your bum and your shoulder blades and the back of your head are against the back edge. So let's see, right ribs are lifting, long necks, long waistlines, neutral, so no tucking. And then let's lift that arm right up to the ceiling. So hold when you're there. So remember, this is an exercise in shoulder stability. So when you lower your arm, your shoulders need to stay back against an imaginary wall, or you could do this against a wall if you want, and then lift back up. So inhale down. So your arm bone is just moving smoothly in that shoulder, not letting your whole shoulder, your whole body really move with you. Go for 5, inhale. Go for 4, trying to relax that neck as much as possible. 3. Really control, last 2, no swinging. And 1 more, inhale down, exhale, squeeze it up, holding right there. Now lift that left up. So now your leg is at a 90-degree angle. You don't need to go much higher than that. Just lower together, your knee and your foot together, sorry, and then back up. Knee and foot move together, and then back up. You can add that arm lower. Inhale, controlling, and up. Go for 6. The weight really pulls your shoulder with it, right? So if you're finding it's hard to keep your shoulders stacked up, I would drop the weight. You can do the exact same thing here, still bringing the same principles into mind. So keeping your shoulders lined up as you do this. Go 2 more. And then 1 more. Inhale down. Exhale as you lift. Stay here and then circle this leg around. So remember, you're drawing your circles on your computer or just on a piece of paper that's right in your eye line here. Go 5. Just smooth little circles. 4, 3, 2. Pause. Go the other way. Go for 6. Circling that thigh bone in that hip socket. 4, 3, last 2, last 1. Hold. Now from here, you're going to reach this leg straight out underneath you. So reaching in the same line as the rest of your body, and then reach your arm overhead at the same point. So reaching fingertips away from toes, and then you're going to pull back in. You're going to reach long. and then pull back in. So exhale out. You can keep the weight in your hand if you want. I would keep it in. If you did it on the other side, probably just hurt my shoulder a little. And up. 4 more, lengthening. Remember, length is the main idea here. Keep length as you come in. 3. And in, last 2. And in, ready, 1 more, reaching out. Keep your leg where it is, bring that arm up, holding there. Now draw your rainbows, toes to the front edge of your mat, up, toes to the back edge. So making your rainbow as big as you can keep your hips stacked. The bigger you make it, the harder it is to keep them stacked, right? Up and down, up and down. You've got it. 5 and down. Go for 4 and down. Go for 3 and down. Last 2. Last 1. Let's go up and down. And then right out in the middle, holding there. Take a breath. Pull that leg all the way in. Drop it down. Bring your arm down and relax. Grab your squishy ball if you used it on the other side. All right, so left knee on top of that ball, left knee can also be on the ground. You want to try and keep your hips as stacked as you can. So just depending on flexibility or just hip mobility, it often will feel better with something under your knee. All right, hips are stacked, right ribs are lifted. You're going to lift that right leg up. So really reaching out through your toes. Your knee on that right leg should be pointing forward. So it wants to point down for most of us. Keep it pointing forward. So you're just going to lower, almost touch. Inhale down. Exhale, squeeze. So each time you squeeze your leg up, this right side of your rib cage wants to press down. Again, don't let it. Think of the movement coming from this right inner thigh. Right inner thigh is lowering. There's a string attached to that right inner thigh, pulling you back up. Go for 5, pulling up. 4, 3, squeeze up. Go for 2. How are those hips doing? Keeping them stacked, right? Right ribs stay lifted. Last 1, exhale up, holding here. Now your foot is on a table. Draw it forward on the table and then draw it back on the table. Keep it lifted. Forward and back. Go for 6. Go for 5. 4. 3. Last 2. And squeeze. Last 1. Forward. Squeezing back. Bring that leg back to the middle. Stay there. You're ready. 1 more inch. Hold and down an inch. Up. Squeeze. Down an inch. Go 6. Control. Go for 5. Control. 4. Just a tiny movement. Don't let that inner thigh turn off. 4. Control. 3. Control. Abs deepen. 2. Control. Last 1. Squeezing up. Stay right there. Holding 8. Hold 7. Hold 6. 5. Maybe lift a little higher. 4. 3. 2. Last 1. Lower all the way down. Awesome, guys. Okay, get rid of your squishy ball. Just pop it up to this side. Again, let's give those inner thighs a little breath here. With those exhales, just let your legs fall open a little wider. Really relaxing through those hips. Hold for a couple more nice deep breaths. Right. And then when you're ready, bring those legs back together. We're gonna come all the way up to seated. So sit on up. We're gonna come to a 4-point eagle. So knees under your hips, hands under your shoulders, nice long waistline. So thinking about your ribs staying tight around your center, pressing away from the mat that bit so that your collarbones stay wide and your shoulder blades stay flat on your back. You don't want to end up here. And then let's just start Make sure those knees are really underneath your hips. And we'll just start by kicking your right leg out. So keep your toes on the mat. Take a breath here. We're gonna lift our right leg up. Hold there. So your right toes are reaching away from the top of your head. Your left knee is under your left hip. Now we're gonna bend our elbows. We're gonna add a little bit of arms into this glute exercise. So when we bend our elbows, we wanna keep our elbows tight to our waistlines like you would a tricep press up, a tricep push up. So when we do that, we're gonna just move in just a small movement. It does not need to be huge. So we're gonna bend our elbows just a few inches, hinging your upper body forward, and then press into the palms of your hands to extend back up. So let's do that again. Inhale down, exhale, and press. So one of the hardest points about this exercise, is that your weight wants to shift left in your hips. Try not to let it. So stay pressing into the center of that left knee, inhaling down, exhale up. Go for 4 more. Inhale down, straight down. Right leg lifts up a little bit higher. 3. Elbows stay tight to your waistlines. Last 2. And then go 1 more. Drop down into that little press up and stay. So the top of your head is reaching away from those right toes. From here, lift that right leg 2 inches up and 2 inches down. Don't move your hips. Your triceps are working the whole time. Your collarbones are wide. And we've got a little extra right glute. 5. Exhale, 4. Lengthen your neck. 3. 2. Last 1. Up. Straighten those arms out. Bend that knee in. Sit yourself back to a little shell stretch. Give those wrists a shake. You need to. Okay, give them a twist out. When you're ready, come right on up again. Okay, so again, the focus is gonna be keeping your left knee under your left hip. Right leg is gonna shoot out just like we just did. Elbows are straight, they're not locked. Reach your right leg back behind you. Okay, so now turn your right leg out to the side. Automatically, when you do that, your weight wants to shift left, don't let it. So turn out just that bit. Now you're gonna bend your right knee into your right elbow. You're gonna crunch this right waistline in a little bit. Little crunch, and then kick out, lengthening your body. So in, little side crunch, and reach. So it would be very easy to just let your weight drop to the left like I did there. Don't do that. Go for 5. In, 4. You can look to that knee, and back. Go for 3. And back. Last 2. Doesn't matter how far in that leg comes. Last 1. In, kicking back, bend that knee in, and then sit all the way back. So if you were staying, you can just have your little shake out there. If you were staying straight up and down on your left knee, you should really feel your outer left glute there, as well as your right waistline, your right glute, arms, obliques, everything else. But really think about how that standing leg is working hard to stabilize you. All right, we're gonna do those 2 on the other side. I'll flip around. So hands under your shoulders. Make sure those knees are underneath your hips. All right, and then kick your left. Lift it up. Feel how your weight automatically wants to shift right. Do not let it. Right hip is over your right knee, right? Now bend those elbows. Let your leg lift that little bit higher. And then press. Inhale down. Exhale, press. So each time I'm bending my elbows, I'm letting my head and my chest drop that little bit. My leg will lift. I'm moving just like my body is one piece. Inhale down, and I'm not letting my weight shift right. Go for 3. Go for 2, press into those palms as you straighten up. Go for 1, dropping down, stay right there. You'll lift and lower. Exhale, lift and lower. Watch what's going on with that right knee. It should be staying under your right hip. Go 5, 4, 3, 2, squeeze. Last 1, up, straighten, come on in, sit back, give that little twist out. And then, that little shake. We'll do the same when we did on the other side. So you're here, knees underneath your hips, kick your left out, lift it up, not letting your weight shift right. Turn your left leg out, still not letting your weight shift right. Now from here, you're gonna bend this knee in towards that left elbow, and then you're gonna kick back out. So you can just bend it into about the level of your hip and kick out. If you want that extra bit, you can shorten that left waistline and then kick back out. So as you start to shorten your left waistline, your weight really wants to shift right. So really focus on that. Don't let your weight shift right. Think about doing the opposite, really shifting to the left. Go for 4. 3, in and reach. Last 2, slow in, slow reach. Last 1, in, bend that leg in, sit yourself back again. Give those shoulders a little roll out. Okay, and then come to seated. So again, if you have your squishy ball, you can pop your squishy ball back here like we do in class at the club. If you don't have your squishy ball, you don't have to use it. I'll do it without just in case you don't have it. But if you have one, I think you probably know where it goes. So reach your arms forward, shoulders away from your ears. Take a nice couple of breaths, lengthening your spine. So feel your tailbone pressing down, the top of your head is reaching up, and then slow and controlled roll back. So rolling your pelvis back that little bit. Take a breath when you're here. So you're either squishing your ball or you're just holding yourself right here with control. Let's go arms up and down. Arms open out and in. So arms up, abs deepen, ribs don't move. And then wide. Again, let's go up, ribs stay tight around your center, open, and in. Again, let's go up, keeping that little scoop, and out, and in. Come all the way back to seated, take a breath. Growing tall, you ready? We're coming back down again. Belly button to spine, rolling, 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 with or without the ball, doesn't matter. Keeping your weight even on your sitting bones. Let's lift our right leg, holding there. You ready? If you feel your back at all, just bring your leg down. That's absolutely fine. Now from here, we're just gonna reach our leg away and then pull it in. Inhale out and in. Now reach and rotate back to center. Reach and rotate back to center. Still keeping your weight even on your hips. You're hardly rotating. Just think about those ribs gently moving around your spine. And in, you ready? One more. Back in, lower, all the way up to seated. Take a breath. Same thing, other side. Belly button to spine, rolling back. Hold there. Ribs stay tight. Left toes, lift it up, hold there. So you can reach and in. Keep that weight even on those hips. Reach, pelvis stays totally still. Now reach, a little rotation, back to center. Reaching, don't let those hips move. And back. If you have the ball behind you, you can really feel if your hips aren't moving. Go 3. Go for 2. Last 1. Back in, lower your toes. Come all the way up to seated, nice and tall. Grab your ball if you have it back there. Toss it to the side and then sit up really nice and tall. Let me off my mat. Press your heels into the mat. And then begin rolling back. So just like we did with the ball behind us, keep going all the way. All the way, all the way, all the way. And then reach those arms overhead. Take a breath when you're down here. Let's come back up. Tucking your chin when your shoulder blades lift. If you want, you can lift one leg, holding there. Keeping your weight even on your hips. Either a straight leg, that leg doesn't matter. Rolling all the way down, reaching your leg away from the top of your head and your fingertips. And then back up. Right hip stays heavy, lift that left, Holding there, holding here, whatever feels good. Again, all the way. Reach. If you want, you can stick with single legs. You can keep both legs down, or if you want a little teaser, you can lift both legs up. They can be bent, they can be extended, doesn't matter. Slow and controlled, roll all the way down, reaching, reaching, reaching away. Let's do one more like that. Tucking your chin, belly button to spine, curling reach. Hold there, take a breath. Again, slow and controlled. It's usually harder on the way down. Take a breath. All the way, reaching, reaching, reaching. Take a nice breath down there. Hug your right knee into your chest. Reach toes, left toes away from the top of your head. Nice couple of breaths here. And then bring that right leg all the way over to the left side of your body for a little twist out. Even with my watch, I couldn't keep us on time today. If you have to go, I understand. If not, we're just gonna be one more minute. Stretching out, keep your right hip, keep your right knee heavy. Right arm is heavy the opposite way. Thinking of those ribs opening up towards the ceiling. Right shoulder blade gets increasingly heavier. It should feel really good. And then just bring that right leg back through center. You can kick it straight out. Hug your left in. So hold that one in there nice and tight. And then bring that left leg all the way over to the right side. Reaching your right arm out the opposite way. Right shoulder blade is heavy as you stretch out here. Nice couple of breaths. And then bring that left back through center. Hug your right in with it. And roll yourself on up. You are all finito, guys. Hope that felt good. Hope you enjoy this beautiful day. And I sure hope I get to see you in person soon. I'll see you soon on here, I'm sure. Bye, guys.